Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously, you guys. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. I hope everybody is having an amazing day today, wherever you are. Today, we are discussing some beef that Tamar Braxton has with an Atlanta peach, you guys. This came out last night, and it was very funny at first just because of how vague Tamar Braxton was being. But basically, she was calling out a peach and said that, a peach and her husband is allegedly threatening her and that they don't want y'all to know how bleeped up they are. And so this originated from Tamar Braxton's Instagram stories. And it was, I got a story, y'all want to hear about it. I was threatened by a peach and they man. I feel like if I did what they did, they would have told the world. But because they don't want y'all to know how bleeped up they are as people and city officials, they ain't said bleep. It's beef and it's a real beef because your husband stepped to me, period. Merry Christmas. You guys, I can't. I can't. So, a lot of speculation on who the peach was, if it was because everybody presumed it was somebody from Real Housewives of Atlanta. So, everybody was trying to deduce, well, Tamar said city official. Maybe it is Eva Marcel's husband, Mike, because, he ran, for office. But everybody was like, no, that doesn't even make any sense. Nobody even knows the relationship between Tamar and Eva. And then some people were trying to speculate if it was Nene, because as you guys know, Nene and Tamar have fallen out a few times. But one, Nene is not married, and two, I don't think Nene nor the guy she's seeing is the type to threaten people, right? And so, this also, so one of the blogs picked it up called Official Ken Barbie on Instagram, you guys. And so they said the following. They said, "Woo child, we got some after hours tea tonight. See previous post. Y'all aren't going to believe this. We have really come across a scheme that Todd set up allegedly. Allegedly Todd Tucker, as in Kandi Burruss's Todd Tucker, you guys." So in our previous post, you saw Tamar Braxton had the girls guessing after she suggested that a certain ATL peach and her husband had threatened her and that they should have been ashamed of their behavior towards her. Well, it turns out my suspicions were correct, as a source who was in the building confirmed that Kandi Burruss's husband, Todd Tucker, apparently felt the need to confront Tamar himself during the concert tonight in Tampa. Apparently, there's been friction between Kandi and Tamar since Kandi wasn't feeling the feedback Tamar gave when discussing the allegations that producer Carlos King had begun working on an escape biopic behind her back. Allegedly, the two got into it December 10th, which after Tamar believes Kandi has gone so far as to try to get her removed from future shows, and tonight Todd decided to try and take things into his own hands while Kandi was on stage performing. Phew! So there's that. So what do I think about this? What is my reaction to this? Because this is all alleged, of course. So for one, if this is true, Kandi and Tamar have had a long-standing beef. However, I thought it was resolved a couple of years ago when both Tamar Braxton and Kandi Burruss were on Celebrity Big Brother, right? I thought they had buried the hatchet. But what some fans do not know is on the live feeds, even though whenever Tamar was around Kandi and they ultimately patched things up, she still was bashing Kandi behind her back. And it's one thing in reality TV if you're not trying to appear like you're in alliance with somebody, but she was just flat out still coming for Kandi, even though they quote unquote patch things up, right? And so after the show, that's when Kandi, I believe, was having her dungeon tour, and so then she had offered Tamar a position, a job or whatever, to perform on Kandi Burruss's dungeon tour, right? So I thought everything was good. I thought they patched things up. I thought everything was on the up and up between the two of them until I saw this, you guys. Now, so far, nobody from Kandi or Todd Tucker or Tamar's camp has confirmed explicitly that it is Todd and Kandi that, Tamar's peach reference that she's speaking to. Eva Marcel was being messy in the comments and had like the little microscope emoji person trying to figure out what was happening and everything else and the like. I was checking the following situation on Instagram, and as of now, as I've last checked, Tamar is still following Kandi. However, Kandi is not following Tamar, and I don't know if she ever was following Tamar or if she's recently unfollowed Tamar Braxton, right? But this is messy for several reasons, right? Number one, if you have beef with somebody, why are we going to social media to air that person out? But you're not even airing them out because you're speaking in riddles, right? You're not even explicitly saying who your beef is with exactly. You're just saying a peach, right? But the reason why people deduced the city officials part was allegedly Kandi and Todd is because, as you guys know, they have worked with a lot of different officials in promoting their various restaurants and things of that nature and getting certain approvals and all of that. So that is where that is coming from. And of course, as you guys know how well known and well connected Kandi is with practically everybody in Atlanta. So I think that is why Tamar had phrased it that way. But, and then the other side of this too, I don't feel that it was Tamar's place to get in the middle of whatever beef Kandi and Carlos King allegedly have. If Kandi feels that she was wrong and she feels that somebody was trying to steal her story, steal the escape story, she's well within her right to feel that way. And if she feels that, basically Carlos King tried to sabotage or undermine her, that's Kandi's feelings. That's her part in this. I think Tamar came in just because of the fact that she's good friends with Carlos King, it sounds like, and just automatically took his side and probably felt, since she already had previous beef with Kandi as it stood, that, this was just another thing to the list, except for this never had anything to do with her, right? And Todd, right? Allegedly, if this is true, why are you on your Peter Thomas and trying to step to another female in the middle of a concert, allegedly, because you're not happy with what she said, right? And ultimately, if Kandi has an issue with Tamar, I presume that she will contact Tamar on her own and be like, listen, I didn't like the comments that you made about Carlos King. If in fact this is the issue, right? If in fact this is actually the beef, that she didn't like what Tamar said about, the beef between Carlos King and Kandi Burruss. But if allegedly her husband is basically trying to cuss people out or step to other females on her behalf, that's not a good look either, right? That's not a good look either, because Kandi and Tamar can handle this as adults, right? Assuming this is who the two people who she's talking about, right? But it's just so messy because what are you doing? What do you think this is going to accomplish? Now the problem is it's going to be more speculation because people now are invested in this story and are trying to deduce, okay, what is the truth? Who does Tamar truly have beef with? And in fact, if it really is Todd, Tucker, and Kandi, what in the heck? And if Kandi allegedly is trying to get Tamar removed off of the rest of the tour, that's very messy, you guys. That is very messy behavior, you guys. And they already have their own drama alone, Escape does, because as you guys know, Tasha is no longer finishing the tour with them because she has an issue with the promoter that her husband recommended for the tour. So it's just a hot mess. But here's the thing, two wrongs do not make a right. If you have a problem with Tamar, speak to Tamar about it. Tamar, if you have beef with Kandi, speak to Kandi about it. Don't post these subliminals on social media to get the people going, to get the people speculating, and then everything blows up on social media and goes viral, and then it's too much damage done to go beyond repair, right? And for Kandi, it's like, what are we accomplishing if we're trying to get people removed, right? And then this just again feeds back into the rumors that some of your fellow housewives has said on Atlanta that you have the power to get people fired or, recommend certain people not to come back to the show. So yeah, I don't know, you guys. I don't know. It's just not good all the way around, right? I think we should be able to, handle things as an adult. We should be able to be mature about a situation. And the problem is now with social media is it gives the people to create their own narrative and start stuff on social media without having to truly hold themselves accountable in real life with the person, right? And so that's where we are. It's diminished so much real social interaction that you just go to social media and vent your issues and expect people to take your side, right? But this is not productive. Two wrongs do not make a right. Tamar should just be able to be woman to Kandi if in fact this is the Pete she has beef with. Todd should not get involved with this, and trying to step to another female and cuss her out or whatever, allegedly at a concert, and Kandi trying to get her removed off the tour. Like, what in the world? Like, allegedly, right? Allegedly trying to have her removed off the tour. And again, Tamar can feel it's Kandi, but how does she not know it's somebody else on the tour, right? If this apparently is happening. So there is that. But yeah, all these wrongs do not make a right. Everybody needs to be mature and speak to each other directly. I'm sure Kandi and Tamar have each other's phone numbers and have seen each other in passing on this tour. So it should be nothing for them to have a sit down and both of them can express their feelings and express their sides and squash the beef. So there is that. So let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. What do you guys think of this alleged scheme that by Todd Tucker to confront Tamar at a concert about her comments about Carlos King and Kandi having beef over him trying to, do his own escape documentary? And then furthermore, Tamar then going to social media to post all these subliminals and allege a peach, allege a city official that is going to naturally bring people back to Kandi and Todd, and then allegedly basically make the accusation that somebody on tour with her, i.e. Kandi, is trying to allegedly get her removed off of the rest of the tour, you guys. So there is that. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.